This is one of those things we hardly ever stop and reflect on. He went quiet. No explanation, no closure. Just gone. You think it means he does not care? You think no contact means he has moved on completely. But that is not what is happening inside an avoidant during no contact. Something is happening in there. Something he will never admit to you. Something he barely admits to himself. So what makes the mind of someone who shuts down like that so different from everyone else? Because the truth behind it changes everything you thought you knew about avoidant attachment. Quick one if you like content that breaks down real human behavior, follow for more, and if this hits, drop scene in the comments. Now let's get into it. But the reality is very different from what most people believe. Most people think avoidants go quiet because they feel nothing. They think distance equals indifference. That is not how attachment works. Psychologist John Bowlby first identified attachment styles in early childhood research. He found that avoidant behavior develops as a protective strategy, not because the person does not feel deeply, but because feeling deeply once felt dangerous. Researcher Kim Bartholomew expanded on this. She found that avoidant individuals experience the same emotional intensity as everyone else internally. The difference is they suppress the outward expression of it almost completely. That suppression is not the absence of feeling, it is the containment of it. Here are 3 things avoidants experience during no contact that they will never tell you. The first is the delayed wave. Avoidants do not process emotion in real time. When the relationship ends or distance begins, there is often an initial period of calm, almost relief. But research on deactivating strategies shows this calm is temporary. The emotional wave comes later, days or weeks after contact stops. By the time it hits, they are alone with it, and they have no framework for what to do with it. The second is the internal tug of war. Just because an avoidant does not reach out does not mean they do not think about reaching out. Studies on attachment deactivation show that avoidants experience the urge to reconnect just as often as anxious individuals do. The difference is they override it, every single time. That override takes effort. It is not peace, it is suppression dressed up as composure. The third is the identity threat response. For an avoidant, missing someone can feel like a threat to their independence. Psychologist Mario Michelincher found that avoidant attachment is built around maintaining a sense of self-sufficiency. When they catch themselves needing someone, it does not feel like longing, it feels like losing control. So they push the feeling down before it can even fully form. Not because they do not care, but because caring feels like exposure. And maybe that changes the way you see silence entirely. No contact was never proof that he stopped feeling. It was proof that feeling became too much to face. The silence was not empty, it was full. Full of everything he did not know how to carry. Drop a comment below. Have you ever experienced no contact with someone avoidant? I read every single one. See you in the next one.